everyone. We are discussing matrices chapter and in it we are discussing our exercise 3.4 and which method we are discussing, how to find inverse by elementary operations. We are solving all these sums by row reduction method. So we have in our previous classes we have discussed up till 15 questions. 16th one I have given as an homework. So just now today we start 17th one. I have written this question. Our first row is 2 0 minus 1 5 1 0 0 1 3. This is your matrix. We have written identity matrix on the side. Now we have to make identity matrix here and here we get inverse of it. So let's start with elementary operation. First we want to remove this 1. So if we want to remove this 1, we can subtract directly, but before this we have to remove this 5. If we want to remove this 5, how can you operate? We are solving in second row. So what to do? First row, first we will divide by 2. So here we get 1, now multiply with minus 5 and added in second. So first part only you will get 0. First row we have to keep as it is. Now check, this became 0. If you multiply any term by 0, doesn't matter, you get the same answer. Now multiply minus 1 with minus 5 by 2 and added in 0. What you get? Plus 5 by 2. Now similar way here, minus 5 by 2, 1 as it is and 0. Now what to do next step? We get this term, but here also we want 0. So before we proceed for it, we will write our third row as it is. Now again let's reduce this term. So how can you reduce? Again same thing, first row we will multiply with 5 by 2 and we will add here. But if we do so, then our this term became again one more term. So on place of it, first we reduce this. So let's multiply second row with minus 1 and added in third. Okay, let's first write first one as it is row. In second row also no need to make any change. Now we will proceed for third. 0 into something 0 and added in 0, doesn't matter, this plus or minus 1 0. Now 3 minus 5 by 2 will be half. Multiply this minus 5 by 2 with minus sign, so plus 5 by 2. Minus 1 and this 1 as it is. Now we don't want this half, we want here 1 only. So directly third row will be multiplied with 2. Third row. So we will get 2 0 minus 1 1 0 0 as it is. Second row also as it is. Now we will make a change in third. 0 multiplied by 2, 0 only. This will be 1, 5 minus 2 and plus 2. Now we will reduce this term. So what to do? Third row multiply with minus 5 by 2 and added in second. So 2 0 minus 1 as it is. Now let's make a change here. This 2 0, so no need to make any change. This became 0. Now important step. We have to multiply 5 with minus 5 by 2 and added in again in 5 by 2. What you will get? Check it. Minus 25 by 2 minus 5 by 2. 25 and 5 will be minus 30 by 2. So what you get? Minus 15. So our first term will be minus 15. Similar way this. Minus 2 multiply with minus 5 by 2 and added in 1. These 2 cancel, minus minus plus. So 5 plus 1. Minus minus plus 5 and 1 will be 6. And here multiply this term. Minus 5 by 2 into 2 added in. So here you get only minus 5. Now let's see. Last row as it is because we have already arranged it. So this is your second. Now only one change, we don't want this minus 1. So very simple, we will add R3 in R1. So 2 0 0, add here 6, 0 plus minus 2, 0 plus 2, 0 1 0 as it is, minus 15, 6 minus 5, 0 0 1, 5 minus 2 2. Still we don't want this 2. So we will divide it by 2. How can you write? First row multiply with half. So here you get 1, here you get 3, 1 and 1. Now what you get? This will be your answer. 3 minus 1 1, minus 15 6 minus 5 and 5 minus 2 2. Let's revise this method once. So it will be more clear to you because this is the last question for 3 by 3 in your exercise. See, we have 2 0 minus 1 5 1 0 0 1 3. First we have reduced this term. So how can you reduce this 5? First we have divided first row by 2 and then what you get? 1 here multiplied with minus 5. So you will get here 0. So we have proceed for this calculation, you know how to do. Now after getting this term 0, what you have to do? We have to make this term 0. So we have direct subtracted second row from third. So you get first this 3 0. We want only 1 1 1 as a principal diagonal. So here we have half. So we have multiplied it by 2. When you multiply it by 2, you get this 1 1. Now we don't want this 5 by 2. So we have multiplied this term by minus 5 by 2 and added here. So you get 1 0 0 0 1 0 as a last 2 row. Now after getting that, we don't want this minus 1. So we have direct added third row in first. So you get unit matrix, but here we have 2. So we have divided first row by 2. And by that what you get? Identity matrix first. And what is the remaining part? All these things, this will be your A inverse. So I think how to find by row reduction method inverse of any matrix is more clear to you. We have already discussed 17-18 questions based on it. Now last question MCQ. So we discuss it and then we start last miscellaneous examples. Okay, your 18 question is A and B, two matrices are given, will be inverse of each other. If and only if, okay, when it is possible, options are given AB equal to BA, second option is given AB, BA 0, third option given AB 0 and BA 1, and last option given AB equal to BA equal to identity. This is in definition only given in inverse, that A and B are inverse of each other only if AB equal to identity or BA equal to identity. This is the only your definition of inverse. So we have used this definition in your MCQ only. Remember, theoretical part is not there in your exam, but no one will ask you define and all, but its use in MCQ is there. So do all the definitions proper way. Now what is your option means? D, that AB BA is identity matrix, then only A and B are inverse of each other. This is the end of your 3.4 exercise. Now we start miscellaneous solve question. So in it, your first question, 26th number question is given. Matrix A is given cos theta, sin theta, minus sin theta and cos theta. What you have to prove? That A raised to n, its n power will be cos n theta, sin n theta, minus sin n theta and cos n theta. If you remember, we already discussed this thing in our 11th standard, our 4th lesson, mathematical induction. Let's revise it once. What is mathematical induction? In that we learn 3 steps. Which are the 3 steps? First step, whatever question is given, first you have to prove it for 1. We have to prove it for 1 we have to assume for k. Assume. Here we have to prove that it is true for n equal to 1. For k we have to take granted and then we have to prove for k plus 1. This is your mathematical inductions method. So we will follow the same method here. So first, what is our first step? That we have to prove for 1. So let's start solution when n equal to 1. So if we take n equal to 1 in your answer, n equal to 1 means a raised to 1. Wherever we have n, we have to write 1 for it. So cos theta, sin theta. On place of n, I have written 1 1 minus sin theta and cos theta. What you get? This is your matrix A only. So we can say, therefore P of 1 is true. Or you can write one more step, that for n equal to 1, given statement is correct. Okay, now let's write step number 2. What is our step number 2? We have to assume. So here we write, suppose n equal to k is true. So wherever we have n, we have to write p of k, or you can say a raised to k. What is our a raised to k? Cos k theta, then sin k theta, minus sin k theta and cos k theta. This is your second step. Now main important, our third step. Let's start with third step. Let's take n equal to k plus 1. Here I write on place of n k plus 1. So how can I split it? K plus 1 will be splitted. A raised to k, a raised to 1. What is a raised to k? We have written here. So we have to write directly cos k theta, then sin k theta, then minus sin k theta and last cos k theta. But a raised to 1, a raised to 1 means a only. So we will write this directly, cos theta, sin theta, minus sin theta and cos theta. Okay, now tell me what to do? Simple multiplication. So what is the method of multiplication? First row, first column. Let's start with first row, first column. Cos k theta into cos theta. Now plus, but here minus sign, so minus sin k theta, sin theta. First row, first column complete. First row, second column. Cos k theta, sin theta, this one, plus sin k theta, cos theta. So complete first row, first column, first row, second column. Now second row, first column, minus sin k theta with cos theta, minus cos k theta, sin theta. Similar way, second. So minus sin k theta into sin theta plus cos k theta into cos theta. Now you tell me, all are the formula of trigonometry only. Cos alpha, cos beta minus sin alpha, sin beta. This is your cos alpha plus beta's formula. Similar way, yes, sin theta cos, sin cos, sin cos. So this is your sin k theta plus theta's formula. Similarly, if you take minus sin outside, this is also your sin k theta plus theta's formula, and this is cos cos minus sin sin. So cos k theta plus theta. Now if I simplify this term, what you get? Cos k plus 1 into theta, sin k plus 1 into theta, minus sin k plus 1 into theta, and last cos k plus 1 into theta. What is our principle of mathematical induction? That we have to prove first for 1, then we have to assume for k, and then we have to prove for k plus 1. Now you check in your answer that wherever we have n, we are getting in our answer k plus 1 for it. So here we can write, therefore it is true for P of k plus 1, or you can say p of k plus 1 is true. So we have proved this 26 numbers question by principle of mathematical induction. Okay, let's revise it one more time. We have given a raised to n, you have to prove. So first we have taken on place of n 1. So very simple, we are getting the same question. What is your a? Now we have assumed for k. So wherever we have n, we have written k. Now we will prove for k plus 1. So wherever I have n, I have written k plus 1. So we can split a raised to k and a raised to 1. Now I have written a raised to k. What I have written? We have assumed a raised to k, that term I have written directly. Then your original question a, that one is written. Now first row, first column, this concept is used. This is your first row, multiply with first column. Similar way, first row, second column. Similar way, second row, first column, and second row, second column. That way you get 1, 2, 3, 4 term. Now this is all our trigonometrics formula only, which one we have already discussed in our previous class also. But for your understanding, I write it one more time. Cos alpha plus beta will be your cos alpha cos beta. If here plus, then here minus sin alpha sin beta. Now this is true for plus or minus, so simply you have to change the sign. Similar way, sin alpha plus beta can be written as sin alpha cos beta. Now sign remains same, sin beta cos alpha. Now this formula also is used here and you get your answer. Now this is your 26th number question. Now we continue with next. Now your 27 number question. 27 is A and B are symmetric of same order given, then AB also symmetric if and only if AB equal to BA. Now first of all, A and B are symmetric. See, what is the concept of symmetric? That transpose and matrix both are same. AB also symmetric. So how can you write AB transpose? Equal to, we have AB only, but you know what is the transpose of it? Its formula only. AB transpose can be written as B transpose A transpose, but on place of B transpose you can write B, on place of it you can write A. So on place of B transpose I have written B, on place of A transpose I have written A. So what we have proved? AB equal to BA, and this is only your answer. Now 28 question is remaining, but we discuss it in our next class. So for this class, this much is enough. Thank you very much.